Kind of no pressure to get that position group right as well. As you said, look, he's having to learn from two of the best, taking over this position, learning from them, and even sometimes learning from some of his players. But let's go through a few of them as we do continue starting this tab. Cole Holcomb, look, he came on strong last season as a rookie. He's smart, he's sharp, he's athletic, he can cover. But where do you see him kind of developing into a second year?
Well, Coach Russ said that he is definitely a raw player, but the talent after what he saw on film is clearly there. I mean, he had 105 tackles last year, and that was second only to Landon Collins. And, that could give you any indication about how he played last year. He can run, like you said, he can cover. And, Coach Russ called him a football junkie, and he just loves being around guys like that. He's learning all the time. And, I expect him to be, he's going to be competing for that starting role. They're not going to go out and say who's going to be the starters just yet, but I can almost guarantee he has to be in that conversation for sure, right?
Yeah, and I talked to some of the other guys about him as well, and they say, look, he is on top of his stuff. He is a smart kid. He is doing everything he can to make sure he learns this new defensive scheme as you go into that. One guy that already knows the scheme, though, is Thomas Davis Sr. Look, he played under head coach Ron Rivera. He played under Russ West as well, or under Russ in this as well. But what are you expecting from him? Because it kind of seems like he's the one that's also even coaching the coach as a player.
Yeah, and honestly, Coach Russ said he's always learning something new from Thomas Davis just about every day that he's on the field with him. I mean, he has a good energy. He leads by example, and somehow he still manages to be productive. I mean, at 36 years old, I mean, at the wise old age, he led the Chargers in tackles last year. I mean, who does that, honestly? But he's really supposed to be a leader in this locker room. And that's a role that he has really embraced ever since they signed him. And it sounds like the coaches are just as excited for it as he is.
Yeah, look, they brought him in because he knows this system. He's more than willing to do anything and everything for the young guys on that, also to play, as you said. Like, he had over 100 tackles just with the Chargers, so has the opportunity to do that. Real quickly as well, Khaleke Hudson played a bit of everything. They called him the Viper. He played linebacker, defensive end, and safety. Where are they going to use him in this system?
My man is versatile. Let me tell you, he did pretty much everything you can expect at that Viper position in the Wolverines. But I think what Coach Russ wants to do for him right now is just learn how to be a pro. Just be in the film room, take all kinds of notes that you can take and learn from these older guys. And, he's really eager to do that. He's been talking to all the veterans. And honestly, what better franchise to do that than be in the same room as Ron Rivera, Jack Del Rio, and Davis, learning how to play the position.